Hi everyone, this is Sherry, and let me welcome you and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. This is actually my first posting of a video to YouTube, and so I do love watching process videos myself, and so I've been wanting to kind of jump in and give it a try, and so I thought I would go ahead and start. First off, let me apologize about the orientation of the video. I know it is more of a portrait instead of a wide shot. Um, I'm learning, this is my first one. I have since learned how to adjust my camera so that it doesn't rotate, and so I didn't know that until after this was already recorded. So I thought, well, this is my first one. This is kind of almost like a trial or a practice run anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it and use it. So thank you for understanding that, and I am working with that and learning more as I go, and will be learning and making changes and in the process. So, but thank you so much for watching and taking the time. And the layout that I'm actually working on right now is part of the Hip Kit crop that they had over the weekend, and I participated in some of the challenges. This was one of them, and this is the one that Edit on the design team had challenged. Her challenge was to use mixed media on a layout, and I am a huge fan of her YouTube channel, watch her videos all the time, so wanted to certainly do this one, and so that's what I'm doing. I started off with just the regular white cardstock. I did put a layer of gesso on it first so that the gelatos and misting and everything else I was doing wouldn't be so absorbed into the paper. The other images would sit better on the top of the gesso and wouldn't bleed through. So I started with a coat of gesso, and then I did do some spray, Mr. Huey's spray. It kind of looks like almost like a reddish orange, and sprayed it and then just rubbed it in. As you saw, spread it around. And then I wanted a little bit more red to it, so I added some red gelato over the top of it, misted it with water, and just rubbed my hands around on it to kind of smear it in. And I did want that kind of just a messy look with the layers of color. And then what I am doing now is using some molding paste, and I have that um, mask or template there that I am using, kind of like a chevron or fishbone design, and just spreading some molding paste over that, and just to kind of give another layer of texture on top of those bright colors. And I just kind of like the way it turns out. It kind of tones it down just a little bit and adds another layer of interest, which I do like. And for this layout, I'm actually going to be using some photos, photos of my grandson, and he's usually always dressed in a lot of bright colors, and he's just constantly on the go. So I thought this background kind of fit him in the photos that I'm using. So I did want it really bright and colorful, and so that's what I'm doing here. And I'm just layering. I didn't want to wait for it to dry, so I'm of course using my heat gun. And then what I want to do, I wanted to add another little bit of texture, but in kind of a different pattern. So I have these stamps. I don't even remember where I got them from, to be honest with you. I've had them forever. And they're just like a black foam stamp on clear plastic. And so I just took some of the molding paste and I spread it right on the stamp, and then just made an impression on to the paper. Really no rhyme or reason. I was just doing it for a little bit added texture, a different shape. And so I just spread the molding paste on the stamp and then just pressed it onto the paper for just another layer and a little bit of added dimension there. And using my heat gun to speed up that process. I'm impatient and don't like to wait. I was actually trying to hurry up so I could get the challenges in. They had so many challenges going Saturday and Sunday, and it was a super busy weekend for me. And I didn't get to participate as much as I wanted to. But I had a little bit of time on this day that I was working on this, and I thought I wanted to try to hurry up and get it in and get some of the challenges done, because it was just a lot of fun, especially mixed media. I do love mixed media. Then what I'm doing is I found some of those old stamps. I don't even think I've used them before. I think this was the first time I used them. I don't remember where they came from. And it's just like a polka dot stamp. And I just used my Versamark ink and just added another layer using that stamp pad, and just stamped the black ink onto that. And now you're going to see me fiddle with these photos for a little bit here. I did want to use that Ellie Studio paper. I think it's from Sycamore Lane. It came in the October Hip Kit Club, which let me say I just subscribed to that. I've been watching the Hip Kit clubs for quite a while now, and finally took the plunge and subbed to the club, and that just got my first kit, which was October, which I am actually using on this layout, and I just love their kits. I've been watching them for a while, for a few months, and decided to finally switch from another kids club that I was in. And I just really feel like you get a lot for your for the money for the kit. Get a lot of different embellishments, and so I'm really pleased with it. I've looked back at the previous months, watching them, and they just have some great kits. I really liked them, and plus they have an amazing design team. So this is my first month using that kit, getting the kit, so I'm really excited about that. But that paper did come in the kit, and check. I think it is, yes, it's Ellie Studio, Sycamore Lane. The blue paper, which I thought fit really well with the background. I was kind of wanting those bright colors, and that seemed to go good with the photos. That's my grandson. And he just looked cute. He was all in red and black, and so I kind of wanted the bright colors to kind of play off of the photos. And then I'm just going through and adding some pieces, some ephemera pieces. This is actually in the kit, and this was the Maggie Holmes open book ephemera pack, which I absolutely love. There are so many pieces in that package, and we got the whole package in the kit, which was really fun. So I was going through the kit, and also those glitter word stickers are also in the kit, the glitter thickers, and I love those. They're the glitter foam phrase stickers, and so I'm trying to pick one out here. I started to just cut it out, and I was like, well, that was kind of silly. I can just get my wax paper, and it's much easier, which is what I'm digging for now, to kind of figure out where I want to place that. So I'm going to go ahead and use the word captured, because that's kind of exactly what I felt. It's so hard to get pictures of the little guy right now, because he's 15 months, and so he's just, on the go constantly. I mean, he just wants to go. So to get a picture of him, it's definitely just captured, because it's hard to keep him still to get a decent picture without it being a blur. Most of the time, they're just a blur because he's constantly going and running around. So I'm going to go with the captured, and those buttons actually came in the kit as well. It's the Teresa Collins. It's from Teresa Collins, and let's see what it's called, Life Emporium. And it's the buttons, and it has some little chipboard flags, and just some really fun pieces there. And so now here I am again, going back through that ephemera pack from Maggie Holmes, and just wanting to try to add a few more pieces, a few more layers to the layout. And adding those little reels on the side. Those are so cute. I do like those. And that's a little notebook, little kind of like a notebook, tore out of a notebook. It's actually a silhouette cut. I found those in the silhouette store. So when I am using my silhouette, I try to actually cut a few extra pieces and just have them. So if I need little filler pieces, I can just grab them in a little basket. Now this is a major fail. Okay, I'm just warning you here. I was going to use that little here tag or flag, and most of my cutouts like this, I do them in white, because then I can spray them and ink them or make them any color that I want. And so my little extra pieces, I do like to just cut them in white. So that's what I did here, and I thought, oh, that would be really cute. And my idea was to kind of spray it, and I had that Heidi Swapp teal, which I haven't actually used the Heidi Swapp mists a lot, even though I love them. They're beautiful. But as you can see here, it ended up being a little bit lighter than I wanted it to be. and I don't have a lot of blue mists, and I do have a Mr. Huey's, which you're going to see me pull out here, and tried that. Yeah, the pump was broken, so, or something wasn't working, and I didn't want to mess with trying to unclog it, so I thought, well, I'll just spray it black, and we'll use that. Well, the Heidi Swap mist is so good then it's hard to cover it with anything. So I did just spray over it black, and it ended up looking like this funky green color. And I was like, that's just not going to work. So yeah, that was a fail, a flop attempt. So I just put that aside, and yeah, we'll just chalk that up to a lesson there. Um, so I ended up going with something else. The cork pieces you see there, there's a flag there at the top of that paper. That actually came in the kit as well. And all of the cork pieces, there's actually was a full package from Sycamore Lane from LA Studio, cork shapes, which has some really cute ones, cute pieces. And so now I'm just trying to get everything, kind of adhered to the page, laid it out for the most part, and I was ready to start committing to that and just adhering it. So I'm getting those pictures put down. I do love hot glue. I'll just warn you, I use hot glue on my layouts all the time. Mostly not on pictures. I do use my ATG gun a lot, but there's just nothing sticks like that hot glue, and so I'm always using that on my layouts to adhere pieces. Pretty much just about anything except for the photos. For the photos, I do use my ATG, and I use my ATG gun a lot. Actually, I really like it. But for just pieces like that, I do use my glue gun. There's that cork shape. That's one of the ones that came in the package. And that little green tag was also in the Maggie Holmes ephemera pack. And then just adding a few buttons for a little detail there. Getting all the glue strings off. It's the only thing about glue gun. And so I'm fiddling with that. Finally, trying to figure out where to put it. Finally decide to land it there. And then I do, let's see, I think I do add some more pieces here. Yeah, I was digging into, I have some Freckled Fawn kits, and I was just looking for a few more little pieces of things to add on. I couldn't find anything that I liked, so I ended up going back to the cork pieces. There was another really cute one there in the package with the heart, this, and so I thought I would add that to the layout as well. And just finding a few more little fun pieces to add, some more layering. I do love that ephemera pack. There's just so much in that package. It's just amazing. And those stickers are from the Teresa Collins Life Emporium collection, and we got a whole sheet in the kit with, you can see there, the alphas that I'm using, and it has some little word stickers on it as well, and got the whole package, a whole sheet of those, which is really nice. Really some cute stickers, lots of different sayings, the story, oh, life is good, love, photogenic, so lots of really fun stickers that you can apply. Which is actually the snapshots sticker over the cork piece. That's actually from that Teresa Collins sheet as well. So I'm trying here to find something to back that the letters little man. That's what I call my grandson. I just always have since he was just a newborn. He's just always been my little man, and so that's kind of just my little nickname for him. And so I've just had to add that to the layout as well. And I couldn't find any label or anything like to go with it, so I just went and just applied it directly to the layout. And so here I think I'm just kind of like wrapping up. There's just trying to decide if there's anything else that I need to add to it or anything else I can just finish it off. I really wanted to use that camera, so I was trying to find a place to actually make the camera work, and I decided to put it right there at the top. Yeah, I was trying to find the right color that would go. I didn't want to use the green because it kind of fought with the label behind it, so I wanted a different color. So I went ahead and went with that kind of like an orange color. And I have a whole bunch, a stack of enamel dots, and somehow I cleaned my scrap room, and would you believe I cannot find what I did with them? I know I have them. I just have to find them. So I managed to find these yellow dots. I don't even remember where they came from. I don't remember if it was a Studio Calico kit that they came in some time ago. Those are the only ones I could find, so I just grabbed those and added. I thought that they went good with the colors, and so I added a few of those dots there. And then I do love some good ink splatters. I am a sucker for ink splatters. So here I am just putting the date down, though. I did want to put the date stamp on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some splatters, just drop some ink splatters over the layout. And so that's going to pretty well wrap it up. And again, I just want to thank you for taking the time. If you've sat through this video this long, thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. And I'm going to be trying to do some more. Like I said, I do know now how to correct the orientation. So hopefully next time the video will be even a better quality. And certainly hope you do check back periodically. And I'll go ahead and show you a close-up of the layout. And again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.